Hi lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked and welcome to my Oracle Decks for Beginners video. For those of you who have seen my Tarot Decks for Beginners video, I hope you enjoyed it. So now we're going to talk about Oracle decks. I have a whole bunch of decks over here. We're going to go through them kind of quickly, so please bear with me. If you want to have a pen and paper to write some down, please go ahead and grab some. I'm not going to go over all of the guidebooks and all of the nuances of every single deck. I want you to be able to discover the magic and individuality of each deck on your own and build your own relationship with them. These are just some suggestions to get you started. So maybe I show you a particular card or I talk about a particular deck in a certain way and you feel pulled to it. Maybe that's a good deck to start with. So the first deck I'm talking about today is the Conscious Spirit Oracle. It's by US Game Systems and Kim Dreyer. It's a 44 card deck, I believe, with a 44-page guidebook. The guidebook has about a paragraph for each card. The backs of the deck are absolutely stunning. You have the chakras, the tree of life, the moon phases, all of those beautiful things. Each card is associated with the chakra. They also talk about your ancestors, your spirit guides, movement and meditation. This one is associated with the root chakra. So each card has a number, and then it's got an affirmation on the bottom as well. So the title of the card is Movement Meditation, and the affirmation is, I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. It has a healer card, celebrate life. It also has, like I said, the chakras in here. So third eye chakra, I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. You also have, where are they? Gratitude, spirit guides, the moon, archangels, and then you have the elementals as well. So each element has a card. So air elemental. I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. So it's a lovely deck. I think it's a great deck for beginners. It was my very first Oracle deck, and it's great for one card draws. I really like it, and I like the artwork too. Okay, if you want to go back in there, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As best we can. Thank you. The next deck I'm going to talk about is Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild and Hay House Publishing. Autumn Sky Morrison did the artwork. It's absolutely lovely. I love any deck by Alana Fairchild. Her guidebooks are incredible. They take you through prayers and rituals and healings and all kinds of things. This deck is great for shadow work. It's great if you're going through a transformation or transition in your life or looking for deep healing. Each card has an image, a number, and then the card name. So, in the world, not of the world. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Receiving. Okay. Restore and replenish. These are great for self-care and self-nurturing. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Legacy of light. She feels, she knows. So beautiful cards. There's a ton of information in the guidebook about each card. I'll give you a brief little look. So what do you want to feel? And look at all of the information. There's a teeny little reproduction of the card and then a whole bunch of information and then a nice long healing process for you as well to help you meditate and work with the card more. So these are great for journaling and deep focus and healing and altar work meditation. Okay. The next one is Chakra Insight Oracle by Karen Sangster and Blue Angel Publishing. One of my first decks again. I absolutely love it, especially if you're learning about the chakras or want to work with them more. I do offer a Rock Your Chakras reading up on my MavenUnmasked.com website, so please check that out. But there's a card for each chakra, the main chakra card, and then there's a theme card, several theme cards, maybe about 7, that goes with each chakra. So this is a heart chakra card. It's talking about forgiveness. It's the main title on the card. And then it's got some words at the top. Letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. Okay, and that's associated with forgiveness. Physical health, root chakra, vitality, strength, body image, and balance. Possessions, the sacral chakra, responsibility. So it's really great for one card draw. It's great to look at the state of your chakras. The guidebook gives you some information about each chakra and about each card as well. So good guidebook, really good guidebook with this. The next deck is Oracle of the Mermaids. I love working with this deck, especially during Pisces season. I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio, and I have Pisces rising, so if you love the element of water, if you work with the water in ritual, if you love mermaids, during the summer, it's a great time to work with this deck. It's really pretty. It's written by Lucy Cavendish with artwork by Selena French. Farewell to the Moon gives you the image, the name of the card, and then a word or some phrases at the bottom. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. Yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, and pining. It's a very romantic and intuitive, flowy deck. Receptivity, Atlantis, divine sensuality, making love and erotica. Okay, beauty, guide, the Silky and her skin, if you know anything about Silkies. So really, really nice deck, especially if you like mermaids. It reads nicely, good for one card draws as well. Nice guidebook. This particular guidebook, it goes into the mermaids saying this. And then it goes into reversed meanings as well if you want to learn how to read reversals with oracle cards. I do not. Some of you may wish to. And then there's also a paragraph or so for divination. Okay? The divinatory meaning of the card. So what it would mean to see it in a reading. So now we're going to talk about some affirmation decks. I have two. I have Miracles Now and the Life Loves You cards. They're both by Hay House. Miracles Now is by Gabrielle Bernstein. There is a book associated with this, but there is no guidebook associated with either of these. Life Loves You cards are by Louise Hay and Robert Holden. So first we'll talk about Miracles Now. It's great if you're looking for a little self-encouragement, some self-love work. Maybe you just want a mantra to use to meditate with or as you go about your day. I release my need to be perfect and I center into my commitment to serve the world more love. When I shine bright, I give others permission to shine with me. Okay. When I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from my true health and vitality. True abundance is an inside job. So they're really, really pretty. You kind of get, an idea of what they look like. I welcome abundance and will pay attention to the guidance I receive. So really, really nice cards. Great affirmations. My eyes will see what I desire. Great for trying to change the way you're thinking as well. If you notice you've been thinking more negatively. But just great for some words of inspiration and affirmation. Life Loves You cards are great for self-love. Be mindful when shuffling these. There's information on both sides. So the first side is a picture, and then it's got a phrase, and then you have a whole quote on the back. So I am willing to let love in. And on the back it says, open your arms wide and say, I am willing to let love in. It is safe to let love in. Repeat 3 times. Okay. I follow my joy. Your thoughts influence the kind of day you'll have. Name 3 ways you could make today even more enjoyable than what you thought it was going to be. So different things of that nature, welcoming miracles into your life. Everything is working out for your best and highest good. It is safe to ask for help. I see myself through the eyes of love. So very much great for self-love, self-care, self-nurturing, and journaling as well. Getting into the habit of making, a 1-card draw every day or a card of the day. The next is the Cheryl Richardson self-care cards. Again, these are by Hay House. Hay House does a lot of oracle decks. these cards have, you know, this again has no guidebook. You'll have, you know, some words on the top in a picture, but then on the back, you'll have, you know, a whole phrase. So when you shuffle these, try not to look at them. But for patience, it says, be patient, be willing to pass up good for great. Support. Offer your support to someone. Experience the joy of serving others. Release. Have a good cry. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. So these are all about self-care. Alrighty, so now we're going to move into some angels and goddesses. The first deck we have, again, Hay House Publishing, Love Kyle Gray. This is the Angel Prayers Oracle deck. Hay House also makes great deck boxes, so. Okay, so card backs, really pretty, silver gilded. There's an image, and then, you know, the name of the card and a little quote to help you take the feeling to a deeper level. So, take a step back is this one. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. Okay. Spirit animal. Thank you, animal kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Live your joy. Study and learning. Okay. This deck is really good. You know, Archangel Raphael, honor your feelings. So there's different archangels in here. Archangel Ariel is in here. I believe Raphael is in here as well. Michael is in here. Spiritual support. Great for connecting with the angels. What do your angels want to tell you? Maybe Archangel Metatron wants to tell you to clear your vibes, or Archangel Uriel wants you to shine your light. You know, asking for forgiveness. But this is more about your daily life and what's going on and what challenges you may be facing spiritually, emotionally. You know, do you need to express your creativity? What's holding you back? Blocks and things of that nature. We'll take a quick peek at the guidebook if it wants to come out. There we go. It has a nice table of contents. And then it'll have a small reproduction of the card, the word on the bottom of the card, as well as the phrase. Then it'll give you a general meaning and an expanded interpretation. Not too much, not as in-depth as something like Sacred Rebels, but still, you know, just enough, just a touch. Okay. I also think that's great. You don't want to become too reliant on the guidebook. You want to form your own meanings and relationships for the cards. Just use your keywords to help you expand, you know, what you think or feel the card means. The next deck is Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue and Hay House Publishing. I really like the Archangel Raphael. The Archangel Gabriel deck she does is nice as well. That's great if for, you know, figuring out career stuff, or, you know, should I take this class? Your creativity. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, so maybe you should take up something with media or with the arts. Things of that nature is more along the lines of what the Archangel Gabriel deck is like. But this is the Archangel Raphael deck, and this talks about love and healing. So unconditional joy, and then it has an image, and then a Dear Archangel Raphael phrase on the bottom. So, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. Fresh air. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. Improving health. So these are very much health related. Increased energy, consult a nutritionist, get a second opinion, get a massage, give us your cares. Laughter is the best medicine. Things of that nature is very much what the Archangel Raphael healing cards are about. I really like them. They tend to be very spot on, and they're very loving in the way that they deliver these healing messages. As of course Archangel Raphael is. But like the fresh air card, it has a small reproduction in the guidebook. It has the keyword, a little paragraph, and then the prayer. So I guess you would consider that the affirmation on the bottom of the card as the prayer. on the bottom of the card. Okay. So short, sweet little guidebook. Really lovely cards. Okay. Great for getting in touch with your physical self and physical healing. Or maybe you do Reiki. This would be a good deck for you to use too. The Angels, Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, Blue Angel Publishing. Beautiful deck. This was one of my first Oracle decks as well. The little angels on the back. People seem to really love these. It has, different angels, different goddesses, and different gods. It's not like the pantheon, type. It's not like Pan or Athena or Kali or anything like that, but the goddess of strength or the angel of joyfulness. There's no Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael in this. Goddess of knowledge. The artwork is beautiful. That helps. Then you have the goddess of knowledge. That's how you know what the card is. And then underneath that, you have a phrase. So for the goddess of knowledge, it says, start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. So that's the message the goddess of knowledge brings to you. You have the angel of soul love, the angel of expression, the angel of self-worth, the angel of healing, the god of the arts, the goddess of sacred power, okay? The angel of energy clearing, of prayer, of vision, the god of indulgence, of union, the god of the underworld, the goddess of psychic protection, okay? What you believe you create, no one can harm you. Okay? So really nice deck, really great for connecting to angels and goddesses and their energy without giving them a particular name if that bothers you. But a great way to tap in and tune into some angelic and healing energy. The next one is the Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Merchinsky and with artwork by Harana Janto. It's published by US Game Systems, comes in a lovely box. The cards are beautiful. I love the card backs. Right? So beautiful, beautiful. So it just has a picture of the goddess, their name, and then like their theme, I guess, or the theme of the card. So for Pachamama, healing, holy. Okay. Aphrodite, love. Amaterasu, beauty. Lakshmi, abundance. Okay. Sekhmet, anger and rage. Solace, illness and wellness. Changing woman, cycles. I love that it has a lot, Oshun, sensuality. I love that it has a lot of goddesses that aren't in some of the other decks that are out there. It gives a nice expansion on it. And not just limiting it to one pantheon or the popular goddesses. I love that it includes lesser known goddesses as well. Ischil, okay, she's Mayan. Creativity. So Brigitte, inspiration. Isis, mothering. Sedna, victim. Durga, boundaries. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Can't rave enough about this deck. Can't rave enough about it. It's one of the decks I use in my Angels, Gods, and Goddesses reading. The guidebook is great. It's got spreads. And then it's got information about each goddess. A little representation of the card. It's got a little poem or something along those lines here. It goes into the mythology. Then it goes into the meaning of the card and ritual suggestions as well. So really great guidebook for connecting to deity, to goddess energy. Sorry guys, I know I'm going kind of fast here. Trying to make this not too long. Okay. So next, let's talk about Vintage Wisdom Oracle first. I wanted this baby for a really long time, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love how it feels in my hands. So if that's important to you, it's got this nice satiny feel to it, this matte feel and finish. It's by Victoria Mosley. I believe US Game Systems published this, but it feels just lush. Very vintage, very antique, you know, Victorian. And it's just got, you know, these beautiful images and then a single word. And I think this deck is great for spreads. It's great for looking at the beauty within yourself and your soul. It's great for connecting with your ancestors. My ancestors really like using this with me. Beautiful deck. So protection, beauty. And this deck, it's not even so much about what you see in the images, I think. I think it's the emotion or the vibe that they give off with the keyword. Playfulness, expression, choice, celebration, truth, freedom, patience. So really beautiful, really stunning. I love Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Guidebook, you know. I mean, it gives you a decent amount, so celebration, and it gives you, you know, some paragraphs. There's no card representations or, you know, this is what it means in divination or anything like that. But it kind of explains the card to you, or it's the theme of celebration and centering to you. Okay, so there's that. And then now some, you know, themes kind of all over the place. So you have the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. These are Hay House published. So you have cards like this. They have a number, and then they have the little banner on the bottom with the card name. So Broken Heart. These are really good for spreads. Contract. And I really like this guidebook as well. Angel of Strength. It's got chakras in here and the archangels together walking away. So let me see if I can find one. Here we go. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Because he's the protector. And our root chakra is our center of safety and security. Caring connections. What else? And then they have several like gardens and gates and doorways in this deck. So like doorway to healing and happiness is one. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Appreciation. And then there's different people in this deck as well. So almost kind of like court cards in Tarot in a way. So you have like the thinking woman and the thinking man. So they'd be like the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Hostilities. This deck pulls no punches. Cornucopia. It will keep it real with you and keep it honest with you. There are several temples in this deck. So you have the Temple Path is one. Storm Warning. Attachments. Healer of the Ages. Where is one of them? Oh my goodness. Goddess of the Moon. Okay, here we go. The door to personal healing and happiness. Okay. So several doors. Woman holding a coin, Queen of Pentacles, anxiety. So it's definitely got some real life energy themes, good, bad, and the ugly. The guidebook, when I've needed to use it, is pretty spot on. It gives the upright and the reverse meaning as well, okay? So for Broken Heart, we picked that card earlier. It also gives the grief and loss little title underneath. It talks about the upright meaning and the reverse meaning as well. And then it also has a little affirmation that goes with the card. Okay, so nice guidebook, nice deck. Great for daily draws and for spreads too. And also if you want to start kind of tapping, maybe you're starting with Oracle before you go into Tarot. And you want to kind of tap into the energy of the court cards a little bit. Working with this deck is a great way to kind of get your, get your toes wet a little bit. The next one is a great beginner deck, Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer and Hay House Publishing. Really great deck for beginners. Simple. Dance. Why would you dance? In celebration. Okay. So maybe you have a reason to dance or a reason to celebrate. Rain. What does the rain do? It purifies. Purification. It connects to the magic of earth, to the magic of life, to the magic of the earth's wisdom. Childhood. Innocence. This is a very intuitive deck. Autumnal equinox. Release. Lightning. Electricity. Power. Desert, Vision Quest, Rainbow, Blessing. The deck, it makes so much sense. This is the deck I really feel like anybody can pick up and be like, oh, okay. You know, by looking at the image, thinking of, you know, what the key word means. Okay, so when things are foggy, they're veiled, right? And you have to wait for the sun to peek through the clouds. So I think this is a really great, simple beginner's deck. Out of all of them I've spoken about today, this is probably, if you have absolutely no clue and you feel really intimidated, pick up the Earth Magic. Just pick up the Earth Magic. The guidebook, pretty simple. So ancestors and generations is one. It's got a little reproduction of the image, and then it goes into a little paragraph or two about the card. There's no, you know, reversed, you know, or upright meanings in the guidebook or anything like that. But I think it's definitely a great deck to use for beginners. Perfect, perfect, perfect deck. Okay. Even for just one card answers, this is really good. The next is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield, with artwork by Josephine Wall. There's also the Nature's Whispers Oracle by Josephine Wall as well, which is another great oracle deck for beginners. The artwork is just stunning. For some reason, though, this deck always makes me think of the 4th of July, and it's something to do with the image on the back. I don't know what it is. But the images are beautiful. The cards are nice and matte. Each card comes with a number at the top, and then it's got the name of the card as well as a little phrase on the bottom. So this one is ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. Spend some quality time together with the one you love. So love readings, love questions. He loves me not, kind of stuff. The only thing that is real is love. So beautiful cards, great for inspiration, great for journaling, great for self-love work. Be in the present and dream of the future. So romance, I mean, look, just so beautiful. Take a chance on love, miracles and blessings. I'm not going to show you them all, but really, really beautiful deck. I love Josephine Wall's artwork. It's just stunning. The guidebook, one little paragraph for each card, has the small little reproduction of the image, the number, the name, the phrase on the bottom, and then a few sentences, maybe a sentence or two about the card on the bottom. Okay, so guidebook is really small, but it's okay. There's some spreads in here she has. So not too bad, but beautiful images. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay, we only got 3 more people. The next is The Secret Language of Animals by Blue Angel Publishing. I love connecting with animal energy. It's so beautiful and such a natural thing for me to do. So this deck, it gives you an animal or an insect or a fish or whatever, and then it gives you a few keywords associated with that animal to help you tune into the energy. So for stick insect, stillness, awareness, discernment, and composure. Okay. Dragonfly, magic, spontaneity, immediacy, and change. So maybe you resonate more with animals than, let's say, angels or crystals or whatever. You know, go ahead and pick up a copy of The Secret Language of the Animal Oracle cards. white rhinoceros. And these are all animals that are endangered species in this deck as well. So if that's important to you, because it's important to me, it's a great deck. B, creativity, purpose, harvest, and devotion. Timberwolf. Okay. And then it also has a card for each element. So there's an earth, air, fire, water, and then there's a wood card as well. Fire. For fire, it's creation, destruction, beginning, and expression. So sea turtles, you've got sea creatures, you've got birds. I do have a review of this deck on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so, because I talk about this deck quite in length. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it now. The next one is Soulful Woman Guidance Cards by Blue Angel Publishing by Shushan Movesian, and Gemma Summers. I'm so sorry if I butchered your names, darling. Really stunning, really pretty. It's 48 cards. And it's great for feeling empowered as a woman and getting in touch with the divine feminine, whether you're a man or a woman or other. The backs are beautiful. The artwork is so vibrant and stunning, which is why I love it, and it's very unique. So the first card is Self-Belief. It has the number, so Self-Belief is card number 6. And then on the bottom it says, Self-Belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. Ageless beauty. With grace, dignity, and strength, I grow into the unique texture of my feminine soul. My creative power. Listening to my body. Self-renewal. I embrace my body. Quiet nourishes me. Loving from the inside. Creative cocooning. Boundaries. Shining bright. It's very unique and very much about embracing who you are and your independence. The power of self-talk. Okay? So when you're really working with yourself, this is a beautiful deck to work with. Anger as my sacred ally. When I saw this card at first, I was a little turned off by it, but I actually really enjoy it now. So it's definitely a deck that will stir feelings and emotions within you. It's great for journaling, getting in touch with yourself, and doing some self-care. Getting in touch with the divine feminine within you and your feelings and your emotions and shadow stuff. And it's really great. It's a really great deck to do that with. Guidebook is really thin. Little representation and then a few paragraphs on the card itself. And then the affirmation, which is on the bottom of the card already. Okay. So, lovely deck. That's Soulful Woman. And then our last one is the Crystal Reading cards. Crystal Reading cards. Really like these. I love crystals. If you love crystals, this should be a no-brainer. The backs look like, some quartz crystal. And then it's got several different kinds of crystals as well as some additional ones. So, excuse me. You have the name of the crystal, a picture of the crystal, and then like what the crystal is for. So, black obsidian, the shadow. Chrysotile, animals. Stibnite, conflict. Fairy stone, fertility. Lapis lazuli, past life. Hematite, grounding. Okay. Opal, joy. Dioptase, heart healing. Let's see. And then they have master teacher cards. So the awakening crystal, emotional healing. Okay. Petrified wood, citrine, pink tourmaline, morganite, tanzanite, clarity. So it's really pretty. I really like it. Crocoite, sexuality. It's a very, very different deck. I think it's a beautiful crystal deck. Divine Temple, Source. So, and there's also a soulmate card in here. Where is that? Moonstone, my favorite. Cycles. And the soul connection crystal for the lovers. Okay. So, the guidebook. I also love that it has some runes here on the cover. I'm not sure why she did that. There's a crystal chakra healing layout she's got in the guidebook, an introduction to the crystals, grandmother crystal deva guidance layout. She's got a couple pages of spreads, and then it goes into the, you know, the name of the crystal, the keyword on the bottom. It goes into the crystal color, related chakras, crystal medicine, crystal meaning, and oracle reading message from the crystal deva. So it's got a ton of information here in the guidebook, ready and waiting to go for you. Alrighty, lovelies. That's it for me. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please check out my website, www.mavenunmasked.com. Under the Book a Reading tab, I also am available for readings on my Etsy shop. I have my blog over on the mavenunmasked.com website. You know, some guided meditations and weekly readings and other things of that nature here on my YouTube channel. Specialty readings. I offer so much. So please be sure to check out my website at www.mavenunmasked.com. If you have any suggestions for videos, things you'd like to know about or see, or just have me chit chat with you about for a little while, please be sure to leave a comment below this video. Have a great one, lovelies. Happy shuffling, and I hope this deck has helped you to pick an oracle deck for your learning to read oracle cards. Bye.